shit. Welcome into the latest edition of the Stealing with the Boys podcast. I am your host, Junie Riddle, here, along with my boys.
Juwan Williams.
And Coach Campbell.
Fellas, it's been a couple weeks. We haven't hopped on since after the Chargers game, so it's not like we're trying to duck Steelers losses. You know, life has been busy. Things have been going on. And so we missed a big Bengals win at home. And then we had a bit of a stinker in Chicago. And so, fellas, we're sitting at 6-5. The Ravens have already caught up after their 1-5 start and our 4-1 start for us. And so, boys, there's been a lot of frustration in our chat about, you know, how we're feeling about this team, where we're at right now, and what can be made of the rest of the season and just our entire situation in general. So, fellas, how are we feeling, boys? Because I don't know about y'all, I just feel so deflated. So deflated. Juwan, how y'all feeling?
I feel like it's like deja vu, but it's been deja vu for like the past decade. That's how I feel. I'm gonna read this off because after the game, I was pissed, but I let everything die down, and I sent this to my dad on Monday. This is what I said. So first off, I'm gonna start by saying I watched the All 22, right? Rudolph, I know he was 24 of 31 for 171 yards. He missed a lot of passes, a lot of open receivers. The play that he was throwing to Roman Wilson, DK was wide open in the middle. We didn't get no throws in the middle. Okay. The offense, I mean, we looked in the first half, we had promise. Okay. First half we had promise, especially the after the dumb interception, which was a good pick, good catch. But after that drive that we did, excellent drive after that. Okay. And this is my problem with our offense this whole season, especially when it comes to throwing to receivers. After we threw the ball to DK, we threw the John Luke, we threw the Darnell, we threw the Calvin Austin. Where was that in the second? Non-existent. Just like this defensive scheme. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of Terrell Austin. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of us playing. We're playing 10 yards back on the 3rd and 5 when they're trying to get a field goal. That from that point on, that's when everything shattered. I'm thinking in the first half, the defense played good. For the first quarter and a half, the defense played good. TJ Watt broke his brother's sack record. We got touchdowns. We got a defensive touchdown. We got 2 fumble recoveries, and we still lose the game. Coaching. Yeah, I can't say the players no more. I just strictly say it's coaching, and it comes down to Tomlin, Arthur Smith, Terrell Austin. I could go more in detail, but I'm gonna let y'all have it.
Trey,
Yeah,
how we feeling?
I just want to say it's the same shit, different year. And the reason I know it's coaching and the reason I point the finger at Mike Tomlin is because it literally is the same ball game every year. Same ball game every year. There's no halftime adjustments, which is a huge thing in the NFL in any football game. No halftime adjustments. We look like the same thing. We're playing the same coverage on the same downs against the same formations. Like they're just not changing anything up. They're not adjusting to what they think the other team's going to do to adjust. So this is where it becomes a problem because they teams will play the first half like they want to, see how we're playing it, and then come out in the second half, have their adjustments ready for how we're playing them. It's just it's getting really frustrating. I'm, I hate to say that the Steelers literally changed my mood for a whole week, and it's been weeks of me just being a miserable asshole. Like the I don't know what we have to do to change. I am personally thinking we just clean house, especially in the coaching staff. Like it's not the players. You see who we have on the roster. You see the like the players we have, the all pros, some of them might be older, but it's not the players. You can see them still produce. They're just not being put in the best situation. Schematically, rotating people in, rotating sides from TJ Watt going from the left side to the right side. You see all these other teams being innovative and moving Myles Garrett and moving Micah Parsons all around the formation. We just don't do it. We're stuck in our ways. We don't change anything. We ran the ball incredible in the first half, barely seen Jalen Warren in the second half. And that's an Arthur Smith thing. He did that with Bijan Robinson, and you see the back Bijan Robinson is since Arthur Smith left. Like, he just doesn't use – it's like he wants to prove that he can make a second stringer be an all-pro or something. Like, use your guys that have the talent. They're starters for a reason. Like, I know Jalen Warren had a little injury and whatever, was coming back from one, but he was running crazy in the first half. Like, he's the only one that gets his yards on the ground. Kenneth Gainwell, great in the pass game, but Jalen Warren not touching the ball in the second half is just it's coaching malpractice, man. It's coaching. Like Juwan said, it's coaching. It just gets on my nerves.
Jalen Warren got only 50% of the snaps.
That's
50%.
That's just huge coaching malpractice. Like, and it starts with the owner too. Like the owner, Art Rooney II. I've seen a bunch of people saying it's probably the worst owner we had. I mean, they've all been Rooney's or whatever, but like ever since old man Rooney passed away, like he doesn't do things to make things better. Like you have to take chances as an owner. Like trading Mike Tomlin. Okay, we'll get into this in a little bit, but I think trading Mike Tomlin's the way to go right now. Get some assets back from him. He's expiring. He's stale. He probably needs to change the scenery. I've seen reports. Let him go, but get something for him. Like, if teams are going to line up for him, a team is willing to trade for him as well.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to kind of go through a multitude of things here, and here's how I'm feeling. So, number one about Mason Rudolph, I'm starting to think he's just a flip of the coin. When we had high expectations when Ben got hurt and it was Rudolph's second year in the league, he disappointed. He looked like trash in 2019. Then he comes in 2020, last game of the year against the Browns, threw for 300 yards when Cleveland was playing all their starters, and by God, Mason looked good. Even though we lost the game, Mason looked pretty good. 300 yards in Cleveland, and played better than Ben did the following week in the playoffs. And then you go to 2021, right? We're like, oh, Mason showed that he could have a good game. He's sitting behind Ben again. Maybe he grew a little bit. 2019, he throws a dud when he has to go in when Big Ben gets COVID, and we tie against the Lions. So then everybody's out on Mason Rudolph again. Well, Rudolph saves Christmas in 2023, and he looks great, and everybody's high on Rudolph again, right? So then he comes in, and he looked like dog water. I mean, he looked bad. That was Mason Rudolph 2019 bad that we saw the other day. And I didn't think the offensive line played that bad, to be honest with you. And so I didn't watch the all 22 like Juwan did. But if he's saying he's missing people open, I mean that's just flat out that's on Mason Rudolph. As for coaching, I mean, guys, I mean we've been on this train. It's been the same thing over and over again. It's been, they'll lose a game that we think that they should win, and then they win a game that they have no business winning, and then it just goes back and forth until they end up 9-8 or 10-7, and they make the playoffs and they get mollywopped. I'm done. I'm done with this coaching staff. I don't think it's just Arthur Smith. I don't think it's just Terrell Austin. But no matter if it's been, Matt Canada or Keith Butler or whoever it's been in the last couple of years, it all comes down to we're seeing the same thing over and over again. And when you're seeing the same thing over and over again, it comes from the top. It's Mike Tomlin. It's Mike freaking Tomlin. He's got to go. He's got to go. Next year will be his 20th season in Pittsburgh, right? And he hasn't done jack since, relatively speaking, 2010. Big Ben and AB and L. Bell in those years in the 2015, 2016 playoff run, like they were so elite at that time that we didn't even need a good defense to win. And we won 3 playoff games. Other than those 3 playoff games that we won between the 2015 and 2016 playoff runs, we have not done anything relatively speaking since we went to the Super Bowl and lost to Green Bay in 2010. Mike Tomlin is overrated. The above 500 streak is overrated. There are teams every year that go over 500 and miss the playoffs. To be honest with you, I have dissed Colin Cowherd for years, but guess what? Colin Cowherd's right. He's been right. He's been right the whole time. It's been Mike Tomlin. He's not an X's and O's guy. Like Trey mentioned earlier, he doesn't adjust. It's always been on scheme. It's always been rah, rally the guys. We need to get a win. And guess what? That works for a game or two. It works for a game or two. And they look good and they win games off of hard work, off of effort, off of wanting it more, off of hitting harder, off of doing all this stuff. And Mike Tomlin's great at that. But it's not going to win you games in the long haul. It's not. It'll get you a win here and there, but when it comes to the playoffs and everybody's buttoned up and everybody's giving their best effort and nobody's taking a week off, they lose and they get blown out every time. I'm done. I'm done with it. I was done after last year. I'm even more done with it now. If they don't get rid of Mike Tomlin this year, I'm just not going to be interested. And I hate saying that, but it's like I'm going to watch every game. I haven't missed a Steelers game in almost a decade. But next year, if Mike Tomlin's the head coach, I'm just not going to care. I'm gonna watch every game. I'm loyal. I'm not dropping my team. We're still going to do this podcast. I'm just not going to care as much. And that's just plain and simple what it is.
I'm right there with you, Junie. It's just like we could watch, we could get excited, we could get all these free agents, we could do all that stuff. But when it comes down to it, we're going to have the same season, the same offense. It doesn't matter who's at quarterback at this point. Like, you don't use the middle of the field. And that's obviously a coaching thing. And like, you see Matt Canada didn't use the middle of the field. Every coordinator that comes in under Tomlin not using the middle of the field because Tomlin thinks that his defense is going to keep him in every game, thinks that his defense is going to save the day every single time. And it just doesn't work that way in the NFL anymore. Like, I'm 99% positive he tells the offense coordinator, don't utilize the middle of the field because that's where the most interceptions happen. If we win the turnover battle, we win the game. And that's obviously not the case. Like, you need to use the middle of the field to open anything up. That's where all the big plays happen as well. Yeah, you might get an interception here and there, but you don't utilize it at all or even try to. Like, I don't know if you all saw the passing chart for Mason Rudolph this past week, but not one throw was over the middle of the field. Closest one was the Pat Freiermuth touchdown. That was in the red zone. That Mason threw a dart on. Nothing, man. Like teams that's so easy. You take away over a half of the field because you have two. You have the right side outside, left side outside the hashes. The middle of the field is a half of the football field. You're taking away a whole half of the middle, the field, and all you do is scheme the outside the hashes on both sides. Like it's just so predictable. The defense is so predictable. We run the same coverage against them. You saw early in the year we got beat by the same play from two different teams. We got beat by the same play, same formation, same play, twice in one game, and then a week or two later got beat by the same play, same formation. That's coaching, man. It's coaching, and it's been so bad for years. And he'll have this game. They'll go out and beat the Bills somehow, and try to get me back on track. But I'm so done with that. I'm so done with the up and down. Like there's no consistency on this team. You don't know what Steelers are going to show up week in and week out.
I'm gonna be really Trey. I could care less if they beat the Bills this weekend. I'm being
That's what I'm saying.
I'm being
That's
as
where I'm at now.
bluntly honest as I can be. I don't care if they beat the Bills this weekend. I'll even say this. I'll even go even crazier, Trey, with Lamar Jackson being banged up and hurt how he is, and the Ravens being up and down and inconsistent. I don't even care if we win the division. I really don't. Because I don't think that they can win a playoff game. I don't.
Nope.
I
They
don't.
get
I am
outcoached.
I am that done with what I'm watching. I don't care. I don't care. They're not winning a playoff game. I'm stamping it. I'm guaranteeing it. They're not going to win a playoff game under any circumstance at all. That is how angry and that is how frustrated this team has made me, because I can't deal with the same stuff over and over again. I just can't. I can't.
Well,
Juwan,
I'm here with this. Okay. Before I get on the whole Tomlin train, I do want to sum this whole thing up. That what I had to say. So, both coordinators can't make second half adjustments. Tomlin is stuck in his ways. D-line can't get no push. None of the receivers can get separation. Linebackers can't cover the middle of the field. We don't have a number 2. We keep losing the teams that we're supposed to beat. We're just a poorly coached organization. That's where I'm at on this. Oh yeah, I forgot. And Mason Rudolph is garbage, which I've been trying to tell y'all. I've been trying to tell y'all this for the longest, but y'all just so gung ho.
He's a backup quarterback, man. He's a backup quarterback.
I don't care. Look, 2023 is gone. We're in 2025. What he did in 2023 was amazing. That 3-game stretch was amazing. That was 2023. We seen what he did last year with the Titans. It's the same thing. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, all right. So
I'll say it's better than that, but it's still better.
Was it? You know what? Okay, I was watching. Well, June though, I was watching the game with my dad. This is exactly what I was saying in the second half. He looked just like Kenny Pickett. Tell me he don't. He looked just like Kenny Pickett. Them check downs, that's all he did all game. He didn't do nothing else. Junie, tell me if I'm wrong that he didn't look like Junie. He looked just like Kenny Pickett.
Just dumping it off. I mean, what's the stat, Trey, that we haven't had a pass go over 20 air yards completed in the month of November?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I agree with you, Juwan. And one thing I want to say about that, Juwan, though, is I think that comes down to coaching again. I think a lot of it comes down to coaching.
Well,
like what we have no. I'm looking at the offense. We run hitch routes. We run quick out routes. We don't run any crossers, no deep crosses. Like I don't see any of that besides in the play action pass.
That's literally what the modern NFL's offenses are built on, is crossing and literally like finding the level and then hitting the sideline. Like that's literally what it is. It's literally what all these top teams are doing, and we're doing none of it.
Running hitch routes. We're running hitch routes, not even running slants. Like Slants are a staple in any offense. We run the one time we ran a slant was when at the end of the game when we need 10 yards, you run a slant underneath the guy, a flat slant, not even like a 3-yard slant. You run a slant right off the line. Like what are we doing?
Okay. Oh, Trey,
I just don't understand. This isn't even okay. One second. Let me say one more thing. Arthur Smith's offense didn't look like this when he was coaching anywhere else. Like he ran slants all the time with AJ Brown. He ran crossers. Like his play action was better. Like this, there has to be something behind the scenes where Mike Thomas telling him play conservative, let our defense do the work. Like it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Arthur Smith can't be coaching this bad when we've seen what his offenses have done before.
I mean, his offense wasn't really that good with the Falcons.
With the Falcons, yeah, that's. I mean, as a head coach, but I'm saying as an OC, his offense in Tennessee had a lot more wrinkles, had a lot more, like, it was just, I don't know.
And why is that, Trey? Because they gave the ball to Derrick Henry and AJ Brown when they're both in their primes. They're two best players.
We're giving nothing to barely anything to DK. I'm a little down on DK, but we still don't feed him enough. And then Jaylen Warren don't get the ball at all, man. Like he'll get the ball five times in one drive, and then he'll be sit out the next 2 drives. Like,
and that's the thing that pisses me off especially with Arthur Smith. The red zone, losing the red zone, 4 trips. I mean, four down. We didn't pass the ball. Now, I didn't see Warren on the field at all. I just seen Kenneth Gainwell. Why is Kenneth Gainwell getting all of Warren touches? Why is Kenneth Gainwell on the field when it's 3rd and 2?
We're acting like Jaylen Warren can't catch the ball or something either. Like he's a great 3rd down back. Blocks well and catches the ball well.
But also Trey,
Kenny Gainwell is good. I will give Kenny Gainwell that. He's good in spurts.
Oh yeah,
like he balled out. Like nothing against Kenny Gainwell, but
that's a Swiss Army knife.
Jaylen Warren needs.
You're going out on this, Trey. You're probably hitting a dead spot on the road. Trey's on the road. He's heading back for Thanksgiving. So
what I was gonna say was, when it comes to, I agree when we was talking about Mason Rudolph. I agree with the whole you would think is coaching. Mason Rudolph, he caused us 14 points. That 50-50 ball, which it really was a 70-30 to DK that was picked off, and that fumble on our side of the ball. That caused 14 points right there. But I have a question. I just got a question because I don't feel like talking about Mason Rudolph the whole time because I can keep going. Why defense schematically? Why are we running I think it was 3rd and goal. Why are we running 2 D lineman sets?
Don't know.
This is high school.
Because we think our outside linebackers are gods or something.
2 D lineman sets on at the 1 yard line.
You don't see that in the NFL period, brother. We don't see that in the NFL period. Like why?
And I'm gonna say that as well.
In your brain.
When I feel like the Steelers play better in a base 3-4 than they do in nickel, to be honest with you. Like every time I've watched them play in base, I feel like that they always get to the quarterback faster and that always disrupts them a little bit more. And again, it's less speed on the field, but when you have Patrick Queen and Peyton Wilson as your 2 linebackers, like, I mean, I don't know, boys. I don't know what to say. And obviously, you know, if the offense is in a 3 wide receiver set, obviously you have to have a nickel corner in there, and that's going to take somebody off the field. But all in all, guys, like it's just frustrating. It's really frustrating. I don't think Pat Freiermuth's a bad player. He's not getting touches. I feel like from what I saw, Roman Wilson was getting open quite a bit, and he was just getting missed. It's top to bottom. And honestly, like going back to what Trey said earlier, it's, you know, when Dan Rooney passed away. Because remember, they had that really cool, Irish patch on their jerseys back in 2017. I mean, that's the last time we were ever a Super Bowl contender was 2017. And he passed right before the season started. And all in all, like Art Rooney, I don't think is a great owner. Omar Khan, I think he's great with contracts. Outside of the Claypool deal, I think that really, has wavered the way that we think about him in some of his draft classes. But guys, I like when it comes to Omar Khan and making deals, and maybe it might be ownership signing off on it. Like there were reports out there that the Steelers were very close to going and getting Jalen Waddle. Like, are you like it? The price was too steep. What's too steep? A first round pick for Jalen freaking Waddle?
Yeah, okay.
Like it's
you can't do a first round pick, especially if it was for next year, because the draft is in Pittsburgh.
For Jalen Waddle. Who cares? Who
That-
cares? Trade back up into the first. Teams do it all the time.
They have so many they have so many third round picks, fourth round picks. They can make it happen.
Dolphins was looking for a first.
My thing is, I think Omar Khan would do these deals. I think the biggest thing is Art Rooney signing off on it, and I truly do. I don't think he's kind of like Bob Nutting with the Pirates. He doesn't want to spend his money. He doesn't want to put anything out there. Like, he doesn't want to take that risk. But when you want to be good, like, he's all right with being mediocre. He's still making money. Steelers fans are still loyal.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's just part of the problem. It is a top to bottom. Like nobody has an excuse in this. We are treating this like it's the NFL from 15, 20 years ago, and it's just not. It's just not. And on top of that, it's like we don't have a franchise quarterback. Like we don't have a franchise quarterback right now. Rodgers, for what he is at this age, has been playing. I'd say a solid B+. B+ on the year for Rodgers. He's not necessarily the problem. It's everything else. It's Rodgers isn't an MVP level quarterback like he was a few years ago, right? Even though he's better than he was at the Jets, he's still not an elite level quarterback. Our offensive line is getting better, but everywhere else, it's like we are paying guys handsome, like TJ Watt getting $41 million this past offseason, and to see what the lack of production of what he's been doing. And again, he makes plays here and there, but is he playing up to TJ Watt standards? No, he's not. Is he playing up to $41 million standards? No, he's not. And so we got all the we have TJ Watt is still a Pro Bowl level, outside linebacker, and he's still going to be good and all this other. He's not worth $41 million. And to be honest with you, even when TJ Watt's playing like TJ Watt, he's not worth $41 million to this team when we don't have a franchise quarterback to go on. Like we're not going anywhere with old man Rodgers. We're not going anywhere with Mason Rudolph. I'd like to give Will Howard a shot, but again, what are the odds that Will Howard is the guy? I think he's got potential, but are we really going to sit here and bank on just talent alone? No, we can't. And are we even going to bank on that this is the coaching staff that could develop a guy like Will Howard? I'm not taking that risk. I want to sit Will Howard until we get Tomlin and everybody else the hell out of here. Because why the hell would I want to throw Will Howard out there to develop in this? You think he's really going to grow under a Mike Tomlin-led team? Mike Tomlin took over the Steelers with a Super Bowl roster in play, with Ben Roethlisberger heading into his 4th year. What's he done? What's he done since that legendary defense aged out? And what have we been since? Nothing. 3 playoff wins since the Super Bowl in 2010. It's old. It's the same old song and dance. I can't take this team. I can't take this organization seriously until he's gone. I can't. And I don't even know if they'll do it. It could be 9-8 this year and miss the playoffs, and I don't know. I still don't know if they would do it.
You guys see what happened. I always come back to this, the Andy Reid situation. See what happened with the Eagles after that. They got some fresh guys in there. Chip Kelly didn't work out. Oh well, got rid of him after 2 years. Brought in like Nick Sirianni. Like, they are adapting. We have yet to adapt. We don't adapt, and until we do so, we're just going to be a pretender every single year.
And we talked about it. Eagles fired Andy Reid, won a Super Bowl with Doug Peterson, have fired Doug Peterson, and have won
Like
another Super
a year
Bowl.
after, like a year. I've been to two since then.
It's like even the Cowboys. As much as we laugh at the Dallas Cowboys about how poorly ran of an organization they are and how Jerry Jones is their GM, I'd rather be the Cowboys. I'm going to say it. I would rather be the Cowboys right
At
now.
least they're fun to watch, man.
Yeah.
They're fun to watch.
Yeah, y'all got that one. Okay.
And they traded for Quinnen Williams. They got a young they went out and made deals for legitimate studs to come out and fill holes for them. It would not surprise me if Dallas got better as the season went on because they went out and made moves. Us trading George Pickens for a 3rd-round pick. Ridiculous. It's like we're making stupid decisions because we think we're smarter than everybody else, but we haven't done anything in a decade. And it's like it's getting old, man. It's getting old. It's getting old. And it's like now it's like we were sitting there ripping on George Pickens, and he's still a little bit of a head case. He really is. But guess what? He's 2nd in the league in receiving yards. He's balling out for them. He's playing better than CeeDee Lamb.
Do you know why?
You got a quarterback that throws it.
As a quarterback.
But is Dak really elite, or is Dak just out there throwing the ball around doing what they need to do with an offensive coach and weapons?
He got elite receivers. That's what he got.
He's got Terrence Ferguson, or not Terrence Ferguson, Jake Ferguson.
Tyler or Jake, yeah, Jake. So.
It's like they got weapons down there, man. They invest in the O-line. Like they got dudes. And I'm just telling you, like any other organization would have fired Tomlin a long time ago. But we keep putting up with it because we're the Steelers and we've only had 3 coaches since 1969. Like, whoop whoop. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? No one cares. And it's just the same old song and dance. It's the same old song and dance. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I can't like they're gonna beat the Bills on Sunday, and I'm gonna be infuriated because it's just the same old stuff. It's the same old stuff.
Buy them another year. They'll buy them another year.
Oh well, they beat Buffalo. They beat Buffalo and they went 10-7, and they got their ass kicked in the wild card round. Tomlin's got to come back because God forbid we go through change when we're hosting the draft. That's what we're keeping our head coach for, because we're hosting the draft. What are the priorities here, guys? What are the priorities here? We've got to wake out of this nightmare. I feel like it's that horror movie where the girl wakes up every single day and it's like she's reliving the same day over and over again. We're reliving the same season over and over again.
Let's just wrap this up.
Something's got to give, boys. Something's got to give.
Yeah, Juwan got to catch a flight. My blood's boiling. Junie's about to have a heart
attack. I didn't even want to say nothing. Junie just got it. I was just like, you know what,
dude. I mean, he's speaking for us, man.
Guys. Y'all know how emotionally invested I am into this team. Like, I take Sundays serious. I do. It means something to me. It does. It really does. And I've heard other people on other podcasts saying the same thing. Like, being a Steelers fan is different, man. There's a different level of passion to this. And watching this thing unravel over and over again, I'm done. I'm just done.
Kills my mood.
Like, I know you got to catch a flight, Juwan, but any last remarks about what we said?
We're gonna win Sunday. and we're gonna we're gonna win Sunday. And we're gonna go on a streak because I believe in this team.
Mr. Optimistic.
And I believe, because I told y'all Friday, I said if Rodgers plays, we win. If Rudolph plays, we lose. Rodgers is gonna get us to the playoffs. He's gonna get us to a divisional win, and he's gonna get us to a playoff win. I said that. I guarantee it. Just like Junie guaranteed it, I guarantee that we're gonna do it. And once we do it, you know what? I have a surprise if we do this.
Well, good luck with that, Juwan. I'm out on him.
We should have a friendly wager on that, Juwan. We'll talk about that on Sunday. Nothing big, nothing crazy. Friendly wager on that.
All right.
So, either way, guys, love them or hate them, win or lose, you know, we're not quitting on the podcast. We're gonna keep doing this thing. Episode on Sunday for the Bills game. You know what? I might mess around and pick them to win because that's the most Steelers thing to do. But either way, fellas, for the Stealing with the Boys podcast, we want to wish everybody happy Thanksgiving. Like, subscribe, share, follow us on all the socials, and spend some great quality time and watch some really good quality football tomorrow because there are 3 excellent games going to be on TV.
That boy Joe Burrow is back, and Joe Burrow's gonna give me the turkey special.
I'm the biggest Joe Burrow fan in the world tomorrow. Hope him and Lukey boy Jamar Chase go out and whoop up on some Ratbirds. And either way, love them or hate the Steelers. For the Stealing with the Boys podcast, we are out.
Believe.